Hi guys, it's Jennifer coming to you for some live stamping this Monday. How are you guys doing today? I hope that you had a fabulous long weekend. While I wait for people to tune in and there's a little bit of a delay, make sure you let me know when you get logged on, but I am recovering from a weekend away myself. My husband and I went on a little weekend getaway to Thomasville, Georgia. And so it is the cutest little quaint town. And what I love about it is, I love all the architecture, but everyone is just so dang nice there. So hi, Charlene. Welcome. I'm going to just share this really quick to my group before we get started. Tell me what you guys did for your 4th of July weekend. I mean, I know we can't do all the things that we want to do right now, but you can do some things. We spent time outside, which was great. Okay, let's share this. Yeah, we went bike riding in Thomasville, Georgia, and we were supposed to ride Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so we got up there a little bit later than we had planned on it, but we did get there, and the rain, like it had a deluge, like a huge thunder and lightning storm right before we got to Thomasville, Georgia. And when we got there, the roads were flooded. Like there were places where the cops were there watching and making sure people could get through the water or directing them other places. And it was just crazy. And they even closed, the mayor closed all the businesses in downtown Thomasville at 8 o'clock on Friday night so that there were less people on the streets. So we did not get to ride Friday, and we thought that our Saturday ride was going to be ruined by all the rain, but we decided to risk it, and we went out, and we ended up having a great ride Saturday for like the first half of the day into a little bit of the second. It was a little bit of a long ride. It was my longest bike ride yet, 60 miles. And it was a lot of fun. What I love about it is we ride out in the country. We do a little bit of asphalt riding, but most of it is out on dirt roads or unpaved roads or roads that used to be dirt, but now they're maybe chip sealed, that kind of like cheap way of paving. Anyway, it's so cool. We see the neatest animals. I meet all kinds of donkeys and horses. I love me a cute donkey. So we get to see all kind of animals along the way and beautiful properties and homes. And we rode again on Sunday, and we saw a bobcat with its kitten, or I guess that's what they call them. Do they call bobcat babies kittens or cubs? I think they're kittens. Anyway, it was a little ways off, but it was a bobcat and her baby. So that was kind of exciting to see that out in the woods. It's lovely, especially in the morning. All right, well, welcome guys. I see a few comments here. There's my comment screen. I see some comments here. And so it looks like a few, they're called cubs, Charlene. Okay, well, a bobcat and her cub. Hi, Brenda and Connie. All right, so let's talk about stuff. So I am going to make a fun card tonight, but for those of, I think you guys know, but if you don't, I want to make sure that you do. I have a special every month where if you place an online order with me, you're going to receive a tutorial bundle. So together with 14 of my Stampin' friends, we put together an amazing tutorial for you guys every month. So my team gets it automatically for free. So that's a cool team perk. And then my customers get it when they place an online order with them, or some other times I give some other ways that you can get it, and I'll tell you one of those tonight. But here's an example of what you'll get. It's PDF form, but I printed it out. And this is a lot of pages. So 15 gorgeous projects. So there's even a scrapbook page tutorial in here and a couple 3D projects. Most of these this month are cards, but this month's theme is sweet sweets. Sweet sweets. Sweet new sweets. So we all featured a sweet new sweet from the new catalog that just launched last month. So you've got everything from in here. The prized peonies, which we're going to use tonight to make a project. The Nothing's Better Than bundle. That's the really cute one. That's Nothing's Better Than chocolate, cookies, coffee, tea. The Forever Fern bundle, that has been a huge favorite of everyone's. The list goes on and on. There's the Whale Done bundle. There's some really cute projects in here with that. So I decided that I was going to take one of the projects in here that I really like tonight and show you how, if I was a customer, how I would use this. So I picked one of them and I went ahead and cut out some of the paper, and then I'm going to put it together. So I haven't actually made a sample because I don't really need to, because I have all the directions here. And I'm going to make this fun card. So I'm going to show you that, but also if you want to get this in a little bit different way, I have my online class posted, which is Prized Peony class this month. And when you register for that, I'm also going to give you this bundle, because this has 3 Prized Peony projects in it. So the class is going to include 4 cards, designs with a printed PDF tutorial similar to this with all the measurements and directions, pictures, and then you're also going to get a pre-recorded video of how to put them together. So you'll also in the class receive a kit to make all of 4 of the cards, 2 of each, so 8 total cards. You're always going to get some kind of little treat from me, little paper craft, maybe a little candy, or maybe some other kind of snack or something fun. And this month you're going to get this entire bundle. When you register, I'm going to email this to you. So normally you can get this when you place a $40 order with me online. This month I'm going to give it to you also when you register for my Prized Peony class. So you're going to want to register for that. The deadline is next Sunday. I'll post the link to the class in the description of the video when I get off, so you can go check that out and register for that online class. It's going to be delivered straight to your door. Easy. You're going to be able to make the projects anytime you want in the comfort of your own home, and it will include $25 in brand new Stampin' Up! Product. All those supplies that I said. You will need to have the Prized Peony bundle to complete the class, and the Petal Pink ink and Smoky Slate ink. And when you register for the class, if you don't have those already, you can add those as an optional add-on, and you'll get a 17% discount when you add those when you register for my class. So a little bit of savings there. All right, so let's turn you down real quick. I am going to flip you down. Let's see. Oh, trying something different. Trying something different, because you guys can now see me up there and see down here. I'm getting all fancy on y'all. All right, so here's another little better view of the tutorial, and we're gonna make this fun project in here. So just as a little sneak peek, this is what, if you've ever got any of my classes, this is what a tutorial from me would typically look like. We use the same format as the tutorials that you've received from me. So you get all your supplies, you get all your step-by-step directions and pictures, and if they're, if it's a little more steps or whatever, it might fill over into another page and you'll get all that as well. So this is the card we're going to make today. But I just wanted to show you the Prized Peony bundle before, and a couple of the things we're going to be using here before we start out. So this is on page 82 and 83. This product suite is absolutely gorgeous, okay? So papers to die for. This flower die, just crazy gorgeous. Every part of it. This here, which looks so complicated, is so not complicated. And if you're afraid of this flower, then you need to register for my online class. It is not complicated, and I promise that you will feel like I just made something so simple. So, but it looks so gorgeous, and that's what I love. Things that are simple, but they have a super wow feature, you know? So this is the product suite that we're going to use tonight to make our card. So let's put this away and get to, set that out of the way, to our project. Oh, I'm going to keep this out here because I'm going to follow along because, like I said, I have not made this card yet. But what I did, and if you got my tutorial bundle, then what you would do is take this, and I went down the directions and I cut out all the pieces that this project needed. So it said I needed a card base. Okay, so I cut myself, scored, and folded my card base. Okay. It also said I needed a piece of Whisper White. Now, I'm not going to give you all the measurements today for this because it's in my tutorial bundle. So there's those two ways that you can get the tutorial bundle from me, by either placing a $40 or more order or for registering for my Prized Peony class this month. So I've got my piece here, okay, and this has been scored 2 times because this is called a Z-fold tuck, okay. I've got 3 pieces of the designer series paper. This is some of that pretty paper from the Prized Peony. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. We're going to use this petal pink side. I have a couple of the other things that we're using are some things that are staples in my crafting and my projects. The stitched shapes. Ask anyone that's been to one of my classes, there's gonna be a card that at least has one of these on here. And then also the layering circles. So I actually already cut one of the things out because we needed this frame, and so I didn't want to make you guys have to wait around for that. And this is the circle that went in the middle, okay, and I cut out the stitch shape. So we are going to cut one thing out on the big shot, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put some things together and I'm going to do some stamping. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to adhere this piece to our card front. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus because I am really loving this Stampin' Seal Plus. Being from Florida where it's so humid, I just prefer the extra stick of a good adhesive. Actually, I'm going to do some here. I'm actually going to go right down the middle, and there's a reason for that. Because I'm going to... The other thing I kind of like about it is it's slightly repositionable because I am good at sticking something down before I'm ready for it to be down. So I like that you can kind of pull it up again. So I went ahead and glued this down, adhered this down, and now I need to cut a circle out of here. So I'm going to need the actual circle that cut this piece out here. Okay, and I could have cut this all out of the base, but then you would have been able to hide it, but I didn't want to cut it all on. So if you were doing this at home, you could cut these pieces out of your card base before gluing this together, but I was trying to make it a little faster. So I'm now going to, though, cut a circle out of here. So I want the same size circle that I used to cut the inside of this out. So I'm going to pull out my layering circles dies. And I think it's this one. Let's see here. Yep, that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to bring my big shot in real quick. Let's see, I'll turn it this way. And I'm going to lay this out and cut this. Ooh. Now I'm just going to put it right in the center of my card base, okay? Put that back on there, and we are going to cut it out. All right, so while I'm crafting, I get really distracted by comments. So if I don't respond to you, I will go back and answer any questions or say hi or wave to you after the video. So if you have any questions while I'm going through this, just drop a question in and I will answer them afterwards, okay? So we've got this, and we are going to need to take this little frame, and this frame was made by using the circle that I just used here, okay? So I cut a circle out, and then I used the scallop. So I cut the circle out first, and then I had the negative of the circle, and I cut the scallop out to get a scallop circle friend. A scallop circle friend, because all of our things are friends, right? A scallop circle frame. All right, so let's put these back over here. I must be delirious since I went back to work today or something. So this is going to be adhered on with a little bit of liquid glue. So we're just going to take, and I'm going to dab a little, just put a little line of glue around. And then it's going to go right over that spot, like so. So it creates this cute little frame. Isn't that, it's cute already, can't you tell? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I have one strip of this designer series paper that's cut just perfectly to go right down here on the bottom of our card base. And then this piece is going to go over on this side, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those in place. Let's see, I'm going to use my Seal Plus for that, a little extra. When we used to have fast fuse, that is what I used on everything, so I'm not surprised that I'm loving the Seal Plus and using it on everything. We just have such a humidity issue in Florida that I would rather something be stuck really well than something fall apart. You know, I don't want my cards falling apart. So even though Stampin' Up! Says this is a stronger adhesive that's maybe for your 3D projects and you can use the Seal, I prefer the Seal Plus. So if you haven't tried it, you should put that on your next order. You definitely want to try that. And especially if you're in Florida, I suggest the Seal Plus. All right. Put this in place, but it looks like I might have to trim a little smidgen off. Looks like it's just the tiniest bit too long, but I have my handy dandy mini paper trimmer down here, which now I need to look and see, because it was announced that we were going to be able to buy these as a supply item. However, I'm not sure if it's actually available yet. I'll post that when I do that. But this little guy, if you did not get one of these when it was exclusive to joining Stampin' Up!, this was our celebration little special. You can now buy one or get one. So I'll post all the details after. I love this thing, especially for little trims like that where you need to just slice off a little edge or something. It's totally great for that. So I have another little smidgen I need to take off, but I'm going to use my scissors for that because it's just an itty bitty tiny thing right here. Okay. Yes, $10 for the new. Is it in the mini catalog, Charlene? Man, thanks for letting me know. I don't remember seeing it in there. But I haven't got my paper one yet. So that means it will be available in August. That's why. All right. So this is going to be adhered down on the inside of our card, and I'm just going to give it a nice border all around. And then in just a minute, we're going to do some stamping so that we can put the other pieces of this card together. One thing I like about both of the new adhesives, the Seal and the Seal Plus, is that they're quiet. So if you remember, our snail was like tick, 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 tick. You definitely couldn't stamp if someone was trying to sleep in the room, like if you're stamping while your husband's sleeping, or while your kids were taking a nap right next to you. That ain't gonna work because you would have woke them up. But both of these new ones are completely quiet, completely. Okay, now we need to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm gonna take, this is the stitched circle that we cut out already, that I cut out ahead of time, and we're gonna use Memento black ink, and I'm gonna stamp this peony. Do this, I want to make sure I get it nice and inked up because I don't have an extra circle. I mean, I can cut another one. I obviously have my big shot in the dies here, but I just want to do it once. Extra measure. All right, that's going to go right down in there. And then I'm also going to stamp this sentiment, love and thanks to a dear friend. A little strip here of Whisper White that we're going to stamp that on. I do have a couple extras of those just in case I stamped crooked. I might, you never know. But let's see. I think I did pretty good. I didn't really get it crooked. Yay me. Yay me. Okay. So now we need to do a tiny bit of coloring on our flower, and I'm just going to use the Petal Pink Stampin' Blends. So I am going to come in first with the dark, and I'm just going to kind of color in the center, and I'm going to color anywhere that kind of looks already shaded on this flower. And I'm not going to be real particular, and that's one of the things I like about the Stampin' Blends, is you don't have to be perfect because they blend and it just works. It just works. So you could totally do this in other colors. Peonies come in lots of different colors. Like, not only do they come in these little petal pink colors, but they come in white, they come in fuchsia. Our Magenta Madness makes a gorgeous peony. Some of them have yellow stamen in the center, so you could take and color that with some yellow. But today we're keeping it simple with just these two colors. All right, so that's the dark, and now I'm going to take the light. I'm just going to go fill in the rest. So this isn't a complicated one to color. We're not doing a lot of fancy shading or anything. We're just giving the flower a little bit of dimension and color. And then I don't think this tutorial called for it, but I'm definitely going to add some Wink of Stella to this flower because I think everything's better with Wink of Stella. Everything's better. And flowers are kind of like if you ever have taken a flower petal and looked at it real close, like it is actually a little sparkly, the fibers of the petal. All right, so that's the coloring, and I always have my Wink of Stella handy, although these are getting kind of low, but I'm just gonna go over my whole entire flower because I can. Wink of Stella, yes! Stella! It's great. It's the best thing ever. Okay. So now what you have is this pretty peony who is all sparkly. Can you see it? Does it show up? I can't tell if it shows up. I don't know that it does, but trust me, it's really sparkly. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this piece that we cut this out, and I'm going to, this was what was cut out of our front. I am going to put this right on top because I just want it to be extra supported, but I didn't glue this all the way, so I am going to stick a little more adhesive down in there. Charlene, you don't have any Wink of Stella yet? Girlfriend, you need to get that. It's like a staple. It's like adhesive. Oh, hey. What happened here? There we go. I don't know what happened there. It is like a staple. You should always have, you know, your adhesives, okay? You should always have glue dots and dimensionals. You should always have your snips and your bone folder. And you should always zoom in so you can't see the mess outside. When it reset for some reason, it went wide. And you should always have Wink of Stella. So that is one of the necessities. All right, so we're gonna add this right on top of here just so it makes it nice and strong for our card. I hope I'm doing this right because I haven't actually looked much at the directions since the beginning. Yeah. Your friend Brenda calls it Wayne Costello. That is hilarious. Wink of Stella, Wayne Costello. She's like, I love Wayne Costello. That's funny. Okay. So this fits right in that hole, right? See how cool that is? It fits right there. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take and I'm going to put adhesive right in this spot here. And I'm using liquid glue so that there's no questions. It's going to stick and I'm going to have a little bit of movability to it. So I'm going to drop that right in the hole and kind of give it a little bit of a push to make sure that it is nice and ready. Okay. And so now we know it's in the right place. So do you see how this little tuck Z-fold is working? Ooh, look at that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is pop a little sentiment up. I stamped the sentiment already. I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals, just a couple. And then there's one last thing that has to be added to this. Does anyone know what that one last thing is? In Saturday Night Live, there was the sketch, right? It was Saturday Night Live when they need more cowbell. Like, I need more cowbell. I think it was Saturday Night Live. It was, oh, what's the guy? Will Ferrell. He's like, I need more cowbell in one of the skits. Well, we need more bling in the craft world. So I'm going to pull out the Elegant Faceted Gems. And I'm going to add some of them to this card to bling it up. Bling it up. Okay. Oh, a bow? Well, a bow, yes, could have been. And I actually had ribbon here just in case. But today, it's going to be little cute gems. So we are going to do a couple over here. And then I think I'm going to do, I almost want to, no, I'm just going to put it over here. All right. So there is our little card. It opens up like this. Okay, you could totally stamp another one of the stamps in here. I want to keep it a little simple so that it has something in there, some space in there to write. But how fun is that fold? That is fun. So yeah, it's a really fun fold, isn't it, guys? So this is one of the projects, although you saw it, but all the measurements and details are in the monthly tutorial bundle, the Talented Teen Projects. So I wanted to show you one other project that's in there that's also a fun fold, and this is the card that I made for the tutorial. And this is not part of my peony class, but it's a really fun peony card. So this, let me flip you back down and I'm going to show you this other one really quick. So let's just go here again. So this is also in the tutorial to see how to make this pretty card, and check this out. Look at that fun fold, huh? So there are two really pretty, and this is using that peony die, but look at it. Can you see how sparkly it is? You want to know why? Wayne Costello, Wink of Stella, that's why that flower is so sparkly. So both of these cards are in the tutorial bundle, and I love this is the Magenta Madness, and I love it. And there's another peony card in that, as well as for my class. There are 4 special designs, and you'll be seeing a sneak peek of that tomorrow if you are on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you go to One Crafty Sisters Facebook page, which is this page that you're on right now, and up at the top there is a sign up button. And if you just click sign up, that's how you can register for my email list. You're not signing up for anything else but my email list. People might be freaking out like, what am I signing up for? So you can just sign up for my email list, and there will be some sneak peeks of the projects coming out into tomorrow's email. So you'll want to be on there. The Magenta Madness, right, Madeline? You love that bright color and contrast. So I hope you guys enjoyed the fun fold card tonight, and we're going to keep it nice and short, just over 30 minutes tonight. I enjoyed it. It turned out so pretty. I love this card. See, I like my tutorial team bundle as well because I get to make cards like this that I have never made before. I haven't made this style of a Z fold, so I was excited to make it. So I love being part of that group and being able to share with them, and then also be able to share all of them with you, because we all stamp and have different styles. So that's the fun part about being able to share 15 different projects from 15 different demonstrators, because we all have those different styles. So I hope you guys have a great night, and remember to make sure you click sign up for my email list to get the sneak peeks and more details for the Prized Peony class. The registration deadline for that class is this Sunday the 15th, so you need to sign up for that class before. Is it not a sign up button? Charlene, I think you might already be on my email list, but we'll check. I'll post, I'm going to go edit the information with the video, so I'm going to post the sign up for the peony class. I'll post a link there that you can sign up for my email list, and something else. I forgot what else. I'll have to go back and look. But have a great night, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will look forward to coming to you again next Monday for another fun, crafty project. And in the meantime, I'll see you here on Facebook again. Have a great week. Bye.